Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina. Carter Finley Stadium, home to the North Carolina State Wolfpack. And the fans here on this leg of Tobacco Road have been getting ready since early this morning. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the South Florida Bulls, taking on a team from the SEC, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. He'll start the return inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Ready to fire from the pistol. The handoff to Johnson. He couldn't get it to the corner as this defense opening things up with a big play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Back to pass. That's caught. It's Brown. Breaks into the open. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They think there's room to run to the right here. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right, you see that blocking and all the holes open up. That's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps, and man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
The Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Gets it to him on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
And the Bulls are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Bulls decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. From the gun, the ground game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback making checks. Back to throw. It's Bailey. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a 3rd down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. That one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Now on 1st down from the 40. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And the Bulls can really attack on this 2nd and short. Give to the running back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
The Bulls getting set on 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Get it out on the screen. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the 1st quarter. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, South Florida.
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the 4th quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now if this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. TCU rolled to victory in front of those fans in Fort Worth who had the Go Frogs hand sign up for 60 minutes. Super Frog was flexing all game, too. As complete a win as they've had for some time. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Caught over the middle. It's Scott. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just freezed the 2nd level of that defense just for a second. It allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Motion from the wide receiver. Handoff from the gun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There was a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Off play action on first down. He lets one fly deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Right on the money. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
NC State has work to do to convert this third down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third down, going up top. Fires to the middle. It's complete. There he goes. Touchdown, North Carolina State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. From the 17. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense working from the pistol. They'll give it to Johnson. Runs through the tackle. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He was trying to get that return going instead. He'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Give to the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. Give to the running back. Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a first down.
I'll tell you, this running back, he's running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
From the 25-yard line, it's first and 10. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Got his man in the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
NC State at the line with a first and 10. Makes the grab. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Touchdown, NC State! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Cal handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story.
Turning it on! He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And the Bulls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Under fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
The Bulls come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Now the play fake. Caught near the sticks. It's Johnson. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. They didn't get too greedy there. They knew what they needed, and he gets it just past the sticks.
Yeah, and I'd like to see the defense maybe be a little bit more aggressive, a little more in the face, because QBC's easy access. I'm going to throw the football. My receiver's got a little bit of space. He can get the first down. I'd like to see the defense make him work for it a little bit more.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll throw again after the incompletion. That's caught. It's Williams. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They'll open the second half on the ground. Looking for room at the 40. Breaks into the open. Smashes through the tackle. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. NC State, after that explosive run, might go right back to the well. Might as well give it to him again. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Catch in the middle, it's Scott. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
Love the 3rd down call, throwing the angle route to your back, working one-on-one against that defender. Easy pitch and catch for the first.
The give to the back. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They go right back to him. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Line of scrimmage is the 2, and they can pick up the first down here, but going for the touchdown here on 4th and short. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, NC State.
We got this. Time. Let's make some noise. Oh, what you got?
Ball is spotted at the 2. They can get a first down without getting a touchdown. They'll go for it here on 4th and short. Trying to get it to the marker. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore. I ain't giving that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety, and that means being physical and getting it back downhill, not going backwards.
Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. Got him downfield. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Power football with the run. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yardage situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
Wide open downfield. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Bulls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Good, solid tackle.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. The Bulls will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He fires a bullet to the right. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. Going the other way, and he's got room.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by one possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Under fire. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Priority number one, protecting your quarterback. You're down in the ball game. You got to make sure you don't get those hits on him. Protect him a little bit more. We can get some big plays down the field.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
And look, obviously you would have loved to score a touchdown there, but you did the important thing. Kicked a field goal, you're now within one possession. Can your defense get you the football back, and can your offense drive the field and put it in the end zone? This is what we practice for. Let's see if they can go execute, fellas.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Bailey. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the fourth quarter by one possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. The give to the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
A first down run on the doorstep. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Second and goal for this offense. And he really needed to hold on to that one but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. He's looking to pass. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that 4th down stop and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the 4th quarter to get me the football back.
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This game is so close to being salted away if the offense can just run out the clock. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Got the first down and still on his feet. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
Really nice job by the running back here in the 4th quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Backed up at the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on 2nd down. Going to run it. It's Scott. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. This is a big 3rd down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. Play action. Pocket breaking down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Punt is on its way. He takes it at the 45. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stands.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive, knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
And the Bulls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They've got the screen set up. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Well, this defense has had the QB's number all game long. One of the reasons why is because this cornerback, when he's on an island, he's winning the 50-50 balls, and he's not letting anything get thrown over his head downfield. Great job in coverage, disguising what he's doing and knocking balls away.
Stuff on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Here's the pressure. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds, and now the offense trying to score one late.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock.
Touchdown Bulls! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
If he makes this one, the lead will be 3, and at least a field goal won't beat you. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. Going to take a shot, and it's his 4th interception of the game. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You could tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. It came down to the final quarter, clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling the close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.